Thank you. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I think we're going to get started. So, my name is David Libman. I am the head of product at Credifi. I want to take everybody on a little journey and just go back. Wait a minute, do I have to do anything? There we go. I want everybody to take a little journey back about 10 years to the financial crisis and recession in America. The primary cause of that recession was really a lack of information, a lack of transparency into big bank lending, into commercial real estate. It led to the entire collapse. And this company was founded, Credifi was founded at the point of that dust of that collapse to make sure it never happens again. We exist to solve that problem. We believe that providing greater data and transparency into commercial real estate lending activity in America, you can help prevent the next financial crisis. We're a big data platform. We're going to combine big data, real estate, and technology together. And when I say big, put on your caps for a moment. We track $13 trillion worth of loan originations. That's not an industry stat. That's a stat on our platform. So it's a very big amount of information. It's national coverage. And our clients are throughout the industry, some of the biggest names in the industry right now. We've been around for about 4.5 years. And just in the last year or so, our clients have begun to recognize us, recognize the power of the data, the analytics, the intelligence that we can provide them so that they can make smarter decisions before they provide their capital into the market. We track information on borrowers. We track information on properties. We track information on loans. We track information on tenants. You name it, anything involved in commercial real estate that touches the financing or is related to the capital in those properties, we're involved with that. I want to be clear here and make a point. There are many sites that many of you may know about that are involved with the buying and selling of commercial real estate. A multi-listing service, but for commercial. It's not what we do. We're strictly focused on the money, the capital that's underneath all those transactions. 5 million loans, 7 million properties, 400,000 tenants, 46 billion in square feet, and 13 trillion in originations. This information is all available in an easy-to-use user interface on our platform. We provide it in Excel download reports, and you can ingest it from a data feed. And we're nationwide. This is not a local problem. This is a problem across the entire country. So to understand what we're trying to show here is to really appreciate the fact that wherever you are in the country, we have coverage in that area. Over the past 3 or 4 years, we've now pretty much covered all of the major markets in America and can provide insight and deep intelligence into what's going on in the lending activities across the asset types, whether you're in multifamily property or you're in a hotel owner or you're in an office property owner. We have information that can help you and help the banks that are providing financing for you. Let's talk a little about the journey that our data takes. This is not a simple process. We have 200 billion bits of information. That's actually pieces of data. How do we get that data? Once we find that data through multiple different sources, some of that's public, some of that we acquire from other companies that provide data. We combine that all together. We have to take that in. We have to enhance the data. We have to clean the data. We have to transform the data. Then we add intelligence on top of that data. And finally, we're able to provide that data to all of our clients. Some of the things that we're working on and make this a very easy user experience would be mapping. You can now come in and instead of, you can imagine looking at just a table of information about different loans and different properties, not on our site. On our site, you can come in, select an area, choose, you can view a map of that area, you can drill down onto that map all the way down to the street level and say, I'm a banker, I'm interested in making a loan on a piece of property at, I don't know, the intersection of Broadway and 97th Street and Broadway. I can look at the property that I'm thinking about, and then I can look at all the properties around that. We have data on them all. We have data on the properties and the loans underneath those properties. You can really give deep analysis. And we have detailed profiles on the lenders and on the owners. So it's not just very basic information. It's very detailed information at every point. So I don't think my video is going to play right now, but we wanted to show you a video of we're completely integrated into Salesforce. So in many systems, to get this to appreciate this data, you would have to export it into an Excel download onto your desktop, then go over to your CRM platform or your contact database and import it into that platform. We've now integrated fully with Credifi and Salesforce are fully integrated with the click of a button. Whatever property you're looking at, even into a market information, you can click a button on your desktop and you can import that information directly into Salesforce. And you're importing not just contact information. You're able to import all the loan information, all the property information into different opportunities into your org in Salesforce. It's incredibly powerful and it can save a tremendous amount of time.
Now with Salesforce.
Oh, there's my video. I'm going to skip that. And what is Credifi for equity? So right now we've talked about, you're thinking probably about the owners and the borrowers, but one of our major client segments are actually the hedge funds and the asset managers. These are the groups of companies that make investment decisions on the New York Stock Exchange about buying or selling major company stocks. And you can imagine if there had been greater insight into what banks were doing in the mid-2000s, then investors, and all of us may have money in the stock market through these different groups, through these different wealth management funds. And the hedge funds and the asset managers could have made better trading decisions if they had the information. But there was no access into what these banks and these lenders were doing. Now there is. If JP Morgan announces that, and I'm JP Morgan, no offense, just picking your name, but if they announce that they made, I don't know, $200 billion worth of loans last year, there's really no insight into that information. Now you could come to our platform and see every one of those individual loans and all the detailed information underneath that loan. And you yourself could make the evaluation of whether those were good loans or not good loans and make trading decisions and have oversight of the companies from that data. We are actually an OurCrowd company. They were one of our initial founders. To date, we've raised $29 million from some leading companies, both in Israel and around the world. And we're looking to continue to grow. We're really at a tipping point now, I feel, in our growth, where we have really been recognized now in the industry. And as we go out to different trade shows, it's been up to this point, it's been a real battle to explain why should, you talked about industries that are old fashioned and have not been implemented or influenced significantly by technology. Commercial real estate is certainly one of them. So it's been a real battle to convince companies of why they should be using our company. Now it's easy. Thank you.